Welcome to Straight Talk with Shelia. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for meeting me here on a weekly basis. I so appreciate your commitment to my Ignited Tribe. Thank you so much for your interactions this week. Well, everyone, we are still in the waiting season, and I'm so excited because as I continue on a weekly basis to prepare my topics to come before you, I realize we're still waiting, and I have to keep sharing the ideas and thoughts that's coming to me. So this week, I'm going to focus on while you wait, count your blessings. You may be wondering, blessings? What am I counting? Blessings are the same as gratitude. It is so important that we pause from our busy, crazy days, or busy week, or busy families, or busy go exchanges on a daily basis, and just be. If you want a good night's sleep, pause and count your blessings. That's one of the things that I recognize in a Forbes Magazine article that I was reading. It talked about great health benefits. So the three things that I want you to remember from my talk today is that there are health benefits in you giving, counting your blessing or being grateful. It is so important that we pause to do that. The second thing that I want you to know is that for you who always want more, and wanting more may not be a bad thing if you're wanting more because you want to add more to others, you want to add more value to people, you want to give more, you want to give more money, you want to help serve more. Anytime that more is on your lips, wanting more, and is coming from a good place, that's a good thing. And the third point that I want you to remember is that whatever you're doing, you're not doing alone. Remember, I always share with you and remind you that we're mind, body, and spirit, and we must feed all three. So when recognizing the spiritual side of us, it's important that we know that who we are and what we do, we're not doing it alone. There is someone bigger. There is a being stronger, greater, and bigger than us. I call him God, that is helping us through all the stuff that we have to face. So the health benefits that Forbes Magazine referenced is that when we count a blessing or when we're grateful, it helps us with a rest. Who can't use a good night rest? The next time that you are tossing and turning and you're frustrated and can't sleep, and you've tried the warm milk and you've tried counting sheep and you still can't sleep, get out your device or grab a paper and pen or just say it out loud. Count all the things that you have in your life that you've experienced, even those things that you may consider not a big deal. But count them anyway, because this is something you're experiencing that's making your life more fulfilled, that's giving you joy. Being grateful for your home, for your family, counting the blessing of life. You know, counting your blessings, according to the magazine, it says it helps you with empathy. It helps reduce stress. It is so important. Who can't use a little bit of stress reliever right now? Stress reliever is not just in your medicine cabinet. It's in what you say. It's in you pausing and recognizing that you can count your blessings for release, for relief. It is so important that we understand that there are other ways for us to get health benefits other than going to the doctor, other than putting something in our mouth and swallowing tablets. It is important that we take time out on a daily basis, maybe at the end of your night or at the end of your week, and get a journal, write it down or say it out loud, and understand that when we do these things, it helps you to connect more at a heart level. It helps you to, like I said, have a good night's sleep. It helps you to get through those traumatic places, those hurtful, painful places that you've been through. There are people in 9/11, it was referenced in the article, that for those who got through that hard place of 9/11, the traumatic place, is really pausing to count their blessing and to see the things in their lives that they still had, even though they lost a lot. I have a friend She is so excited about sharing her blessings, and she's counting them on a weekly basis. You see, she is been out of school more than 30 years, and she's a physical therapist. And during this COVID season, her hours have been cut, and sometimes she just don't know if she will have enough hours. But she also realizes that during this season there was a shift, and even though she wasn't getting her hours, she was also thinking of, one day I will have to retire, and she wanted to streamline that differently. So she decided to go back into the classroom. She decided to go back to school. And not only because of the pandemic, while things have changed in the classroom, it's also changed because she's been out of school more than 30 years. She's now learning new software skills to complete her work. She's now learning online deliveries that she has to do for her professors. And even though she says most of her professors are very kind, but there are one or two in there that are not as patient, not as kind. She has to work through and navigate all of that. But the thing that I love when I talk to her, she's so grateful that she's getting A's. When she doesn't get her hours, she uses that time to focus on the area of her life that is bringing her joy. She's getting her A's even though she's not getting hours. It is so important that we pause and see the good things in our lives. People who spend time being grateful or counting their blessings, they're more positive, they're happier, they have more joy. Who can't use more joy? I can. With all the things going on in our world, in our society right now, it is so important that we pause to feel a little, get a little joy. Yes, I tell you, it is so important. I want you to pause right now. If you know somebody that is just not happy, they don't have joy, and they're complaining all the time, and they're resentful, like and share this video right now, because they need to know that they have to change their attitude to get better benefits out of life by counting their blessings. They need to know this. I want to ask you, what are you grateful for today? Have you counted your blessings? If you have, let me know in the comments. What blessings are you counting? What exactly do you have in your life that your neighbor may not have, or somebody else in your family that they don't have it, and that you're grateful that you have it, that you can share more of that with others? There are people out there with no feet, but they're grateful. And there are people with feet, and they're mean and angry and sorrowful. It is so important that we take time out to pause and count your blessings. We have to count our blessings because of all the health factors that's in this, and also to recognize that who we are and what we do, we're not alone. We're not doing this by ourselves. And if you recognize the spiritual side of you, you will recognize your Creator is giving you the help that you need each and every day to succeed in your workplace, to succeed in your family, to succeed in your relationships with your children, with your significant other, or in your business. It is important that we pause from the everyday hustle and bustle and recognize that there is good and there are things for us to be thankful for. This is what I stop here to tell you. Count your blessing. Let me know how many blessings you've had just today alone. All right? I'm so excited to hear. I meet you here next week. Same time, maybe not same place, but I promise I will meet you here, because I do want to know how you are counting your blessings, and how you're asking for more to bless others, and how you are getting healthier by taking time out to be grateful and to count your blessings. Have a great day, and may God bless you. Bye-bye.